Hello, and welcome to today's Scuba Dive. I'll be your dive buddy. Listen up and I'll tell you everything you need to know. The dive will start with the shipwreck of the COVID Fatigua, a British ship that went down in World War II. If you're feeling brave, you can explore inside the shipwreck. From the wreck, we'll proceed to the Devil's Crack, a narrow underwater canyon. Then, we will emerge onto the reef for a bit of relaxed exploring. We will be diving to a maximum depth of approximately 80 feet, and we'll be underwater for approximately a half hour. Okay? The idea of a dive buddy is the first of 3 key topics for this briefing. Everyone needs support. And underwater, your immediate support is your dive buddy, aka me. I'll be there to support you in any stressful situations, so let's keep in constant contact down here. Don't worry, I'll be there with you the whole way. It's normal to encounter stressful situations, so it's important to be prepared with methods for dealing with stress. That brings me to the second key topic, reacting to stressors. You'll have the opportunity to make choices and explore the underwater world. You can expect to encounter challenges such as enclosed spaces. Just remember you are in complete control. You also may encounter unexpected challenges underwater. This is okay too. Let's talk about what stress actually is. It's natural to have a fight or flight reaction to the unexpected. Stress is just the body's response to an external stimulus. It's usually a short-lived experience. It's a unique condition for everyone, regulated by the same part of your nervous system that regulates involuntary functions, such as heartbeat and breathing, which is why your heartbeat and respiration rate may increase when you're under stress. Try to be mindful of this, especially during your dive. Stress is not a harmful condition by itself. There is, in fact, an optimal level of stress. For instance, it is good for divers to remain conscious of the risks associated with being underwater. So, a bit of stress actually helps keep you focused and safe. However, when you have the feeling of not being able to manage events, you risk entering into a harmful stress condition called distress. There are sometimes sharks around the wreck, so go slow and watch yourself. If you see a shark, remember, stay calm and control your breathing to manage your stress reaction. The sharks are likely to ignore you and may even be a bit shy themselves. If at any time you're feeling stressed about penetrating the shipwreck or feeling claustrophobic in the crack, try not to worry. We can always take a less stressful pathway or take a little break and do a breathing exercise. That brings me to the third key topic, breathing. Alright, please grab your depth and oxygen gauges. As mentioned, high levels of stress can negatively impact your dive, so it's useful to have a self-relaxation technique in your back pocket. A common method for reduction of stress above water is to practice breathing-centered exercises. The idea is that relaxation techniques allow you to act differently on your body, inducing a state of well-being. Think of it as a feedback loop. A stressed state of mind can influence your body's breathing pattern. But on the flip side, consciously controlling your breathing can also influence how you are feeling, and possibly even slow your heart rate. Managing your breath underwater is crucial. So, before going too far, we'll practice a short breathing exercise. Your air tank holds more than enough air for our dive, but the supply is ultimately finite, as you'll see on your air supply gauge. Overbreathing or hyperventilating when stressed is not only unpleasant, it can reduce your air supply and cause us to end the dive early. That's no fun. Okay, now to wrap things up. After the canyon, we'll have the opportunity to relax and explore the reef. Keep an eye on your air supplies. You will most likely be down below 1,500 psi by then. Once we reach 1,000 psi, I'll lead our ascent to the surface. If you want to ascend earlier than that, just swim to me at the end of the reef. Any final questions? Good, okay, let's get wet. The pool is now open. Follow me. Now, let's practice a breathing exercise. Great dive. I hope you enjoyed it. First thing, we maintained the buddy system. Great. We had good communication and stayed in proximity in case of an emergency. Being close to support during times of stress can bring a sense of calm, as you know you are not alone. Second thing, good job monitoring your air supply and controlling your breathing. Controlled, regular breaths reduce the amount of oxygen you consume and slows down your heart rate. Thirdly, you also dealt with some stressors, exploring the wreck, swimming through the canyon, seeing the wildlife. A credit to your ability to manage stress. You remained calm, kept yourself in check, and made it out safely to enjoy the reef swim. But let's swap out tanks and prepare for the second dive of our charter.